just me kind of getting crapped on for an hour and a half by the LA entertainment industry and being run out of town back to my home base, which is basically being on the road and going in front of regular people and not worrying too much about the business kind of things. It's more of me just kind of going through and sort of taking in all this kind of slightly, you know, wacko kind of people, and but we tried to make it really realistic.
Do you have any advice for musicians or entertainers who want to get into the business? Was there ever a day where you thought you'd give up and now you're here? What can you say?
Yeah, I always feel like I'm going to give up. Like every year or so, I have, because I'll talk to people and they'll be like, yeah, a couple of years ago I talked to you and you said you were going to give up, and then something just always draws you back. I was just going to give up a couple weeks ago, but then we got into this festival and now I'm like, all right, well, I'll stick it out a little bit longer, I guess, and see what happens.
Tout le monde. Merci, je t'aime très fort. Bye. I wanted to tell this story because I have a very maybe dramatic point of view, and it's a very comical film, and Henry's very funny. And I felt that if I could bring my dramatic point of view on his comedy, it might make a more powerful film that make people laugh and make people think a little bit. And I felt it was a film about a guy who was trying to find that feeling that he had the very first time he went on stage. And he's running and chasing after that feeling, and will he ever find it again? So it's that kind of theme. And for Henry, it's just a big comedy, and he's just using his jokes to get people to laugh.
How many sugars do you take in your coffee?
En général, je bois pas de café, mais quand c'est un bon café, en Italie ou en France, je mets un sucre dedans, mais un petit sucre.
We all just have really dirty assholes, and the script came from that. The script smelled really bad.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you shit out a script.
Why did you want to tell the asshole story?
I was having problems with my asshole. Simple as that.
And I just love the character because I think there's an asshole in all of us, and you know, sometimes you're just pissed off and, you know, mad, and you wish you could just rip into somebody and be honest. And that's what this character is, and I think that's why people kind of like him, despite the horrible, awful shit that comes out of his mouth.
It's also just the universal story that everyone can relate to, of just, you know, coming from behind.
You're going to be DJing tonight. What do you have in store for us?
Well, that's the fun thing about a party that I play. I never know what I'm going to play. Just outside they were like, well, what kind of music do you play? And I understand everybody's need to put, you know, a DJ into a box, because that's usually where we're spinning, is like almost in a box. But I'm out of the box, so I don't know.
What's the best way to discover new music that you include in your work?
I never know where a good track is going to come from. Generally, right now, where I'm getting most of my music is through instant message.
The one who plays my brother actually was my roommate for a long time, and he was really doing Batman all the time. And I mean, it's just completely real. You know, when I was like, "Hey man, what are you up to?" and he's like, "I don't know. Why don't you take a guess what I'm up to?" And just like get all the funny gags and the stories and everything, and get them all in there, and then somehow or another you got to make you know, an actual plot and stuff. So you have to throw in certain characters like the manager or whatever. And on the paper, it just looks really boring, you know. But then when you get Ellen, who I thought was just so fantastic, she just suddenly made it a real person, you know.
The night went very well. People were very responsive. People were laughing. I was stressed out of my mind. It seemed that they were laughing at all the jokes. Henry and I were trying to figure out, you know, we're still editing a little bit, so we're trying to figure out if there's anything that needs to go or be lengthened, shortened. But it was great, and people were responding even to things that we almost cut out, so we're happy.
So how are you going to take this momentum and move forward?
Well, we are actually talking to several cable outlets about a episodic series, and hopefully one of them will bite.
Can you rap in French?
I can rap in French. Jette ta carpette par la fenêtre, mets tes baskets, tes breaks sur la tête. Je break sur la tête des matins au soir. C'est toujours la même histoire, je ne peux plus m'asseoir.
MyNameIsDavidJr.com